Hello everybody, welcome to the next part of the Mark guide. We are taking care of Marks 36 through 40 in this video. So all of these will actually be in the Fault Warrens. To be honest, the Fault Warrens are, I want to say, fairly straightforward, but they're also kind of not. The way that it'll take multiple trips through the Fault Warrens to get all of the marks out of here. You just have to know that because basically after the first mission, after mission 35, there's basically a path. And then you have to either choose between mission 36 or mission 37. And again, in just the ways that the areas are all connected means that you're not going to be able to do it in one trip. So I guess just keep that in mind. Be prepared to spend a bit of time here. There are quite a few marks in this area. Anyways, this first one is Amam, whatever. There's two of them this time. One of the earlier marks we fought, that actually may have been the last video. There was only one, but not too difficult here. Obviously, I'm still equipped with, you know, my regular setup for the rest of the videos, and for the most part, that's going to be just fine. That's going to be able to get you through the Fault Warrens just fine, especially if you're post-story. I think I'm post-story here. Again, I don't remember exactly when I came here, but anyways. There you have the mission, the 5-star, and then what do we get there? Uranite. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. And then we have, what is this? This must be marked, yeah, 37 here. So, like I said earlier, 36 and 37 actually cannot be completed on the same trip. Like I said, so after 35 it splits. You either have to go 36 or 37, and then it continues on from there. So again, you know, keep that stuff in mind, and you'll have to try to keep a mental note of you know, which ones you've completed or not. Otherwise, you can always look in. You know, the map has that basically the way to keep track of your marks, which ones you've completed, and it actually keeps track of your star ratings as well. So you know, that's always a good reference point. And then if you need to find a specific mark, you can always, you know, look that up. There's tons of information either online or I don't know if to be honest, I don't know that this guide is going to be very helpful as far as, you know, which paths to take and which ones not. But anyways, I think that was a Rafflesia there. That's a good paradigm there aggression's a good paradigm for that fight. Again, it's a very easy fight, and there are first on reward is the star pendant. You know, that's another one of those fights where, you know, it's a lot of really weak enemies. So I typically suggest something like a aggression paradigm, or, you know, multiple commandos. But anyways, this is Mark 38, and I believe this one's the Vertile. Did I see that right? Hopefully, that's what we're gonna find out here in a couple seconds. But here you can see, and this is the way the Fault Warrens all work. You can actually go back. If you get stuck, or like you get into a part where you can't beat something, you can actually interact with the teleporter that you appear next to at the start of an area, and that will bring you all the way back to the beginning. So keep that in mind. There's no, you know, getting stuck forever. But anyways, all right, let's continue on here. I think we've got our mark right here. And again, same deal as the last last fight there. Aggression is good for this one. Wow, I'm going all out with the Cerberus. All right, let's check it out. See how this one works. As far as target selection, I wouldn't say anything is you know, a huge priority over anything else. Yeah, look at this stuff. So it's gonna get splattered. That's how it's done. So there you have it. So again, you know, either aggression, I guess in this case it was Cerberus. Turn that into a 6-second fight, so not too bad. Diamond Bangle as our first time reward. And then here, I believe we've got mission number 39 next. And Maybe the map will help you guys out as far as, or you know, if you're trying to figure out where a particular mark is at. So I guess you can always use that. You can kind of infer from where I'm at. Anyways, this is mark number 39, Ochu. This is actually deceptive. It's marked as a rank C. To be honest, I feel like this should have been at least a B. The Ochu's kind of a rough fight. Probably the biggest thing though is actually all of its ads, and you'll see how this all ends up kind of rolling out. But it can be like I said, it can be a little bit difficult. And I mean, I would say number one is because of the ads, and two is that even if you do take a bunch of the ads down first, it'll summon in more. So you know, unfortunately, I think that it almost feels like you just need to kind of deal with the ads. You know, kind of take the damage for them. Luckily, I guess here there's only 2 of them, so this fight with the Ochu isn't nearly as bad as the other one. There's actually a fight with the Ochu on the Arc Out step, and I believe it starts out with like either 5 or 6 microchus. So again, quite a bit more difficult of a fight. But anyways, as you can see here, the Ochu's got an 888% stagger threshold, and that's pretty brutal. I don't know if the random instant chain effect will actually trigger on the Ochu. If it does, that would be obviously a really great way to get him down, you know, in a decent amount of time. The other thing is, I almost feel like I should have left the 2 Microchu alive at the beginning and not killed them off. So that's the second thing, and then third, I didn't really buff myself up at all, so that potentially could have helped too. You can see my characters, everybody's haste and all their offensive buffs are all worn off now. So buffing at the very beginning of the fight would have been very good, very wise move. And here's Screech. That doesn't do too much, so let's not do this. It's not as much as I thought it did. I thought it did more, but anyways, you know, I'd say again, number one, buff yourself up right away. Number 2, don't kill off the Microchus. Leave them alive and focus the Ochu down first. Third, and once again, I don't remember if you can trigger the random instant chain on him or not. But obviously with that 888% stagger threshold, if you can do that, that is insane. That will really you know, reduce your battle time. And then third, I don't remember what actually you can land on the Ochu and what you can't, but debuffing him might help as well. So I guess keep all that in mind. Here I have I think this ends up being like a 3-star. Oh, that is a 4. Okay, so close to a 5, but I'm not going to bother with the 5-star. I think I've given plenty of info as far as how to hit that 5-star rating, and I did eventually. It's just I'm not going to splice in the footage of that. So anyways, the reward there was the Siltstone ring. That falls into the elemental reduction accessories. So, you know, once again, I'll be honest, I really didn't use that, and I don't think I equipped that the entire game. But anyways, let's move on here. I think this is the last mission here. Yep. So this is another Vertile, and it's interesting. This one's considered a B, and if I remember right, this one ends up being extremely quick. Now, I think one of the reasons why they rated this one so high though is because you know, once again, with this enemy type, they can summon in other enemies. So if they're able to do that, that can obviously give you some issues. So again, I guess I'd say just keep that in mind. All right, let's move on here. I always like to save whenever I can as well in here. Number one, actually, I kind of just like to, and for certain fights, especially the ones where you get in a little bit farther, I like to try to save, and then, you know, if I'm not able to get that 5-star rating, I'll just restart and do it again. You know, reload the save, just because oftentimes I didn't want to have to travel all the way back through. So here, this is a little cheap. I end up getting a preemptive, but that being said, you can see here that fight was insanely quick. And I don't expect you to have any issues with this one. Those guys just have almost no health. So there you have it. That's the guide. We'll see what we get here. I think this is Zealot's Amulet or something like that. So, you know, a semi-decent reward anyway. But anyways, I have to cut the commentary here. So I hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more marks. All right, thanks for watching.